Hi guys, it's Borkson. Hello, welcome to my channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here before. So guys, I decided to take a trip down memory lane and do a video from the Sandlot boys, from least chance and the most, from tween me's perspective. So before anyone comments anything weird, this is from tween me, what tween me thought at the time. You know, I kind of am blurry, I had to fill it in. So guys, I had this video more than halfway done. I was seriously down the ham, and I realized I missed the brothers around. So anyway, guys, I figured I do a lot of least handsome the most in shows and movies, and least sexy the most in shows and movies. But this is a children's movie with the actors that were children at the time. So I'm gonna go back 23 years to my tween self, and I was about the same age as them when I discovered the Sandlot, and I figured I will discuss it. What's got me back on this kind of odd topics is that actor Marty York got into celebrity news of who played Yaya. I mean, most people were like, "Oh my goodness, like he got in it." It's not my. I'm not gonna say what Marty did, but I thought it was quite hot, to be honest. 34-year-old me, I thought it was quite hot. I know 11-year-old me would have thought it was hot too. But yeah, so Marty York has been in the news lately, like a celebrity gossip, not like a news, but a celebrity gossip. So and Sparky's like reuniting my, as it's spring, which I usually like to watch the Sandlot around spring. Anyway, now guys, further ado, let's get into the opinion of teen me, who was at least I would say cute back then. I wouldn't have said handsome or sexy. I would have said cute back then. Who was the least cute of the Sandlot boys, who I thought was the cutest. And remember, I was 11 at the time. So further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, guys, one is Kenny. Kenny, in my opinion, he was more of a side character, if I remember right. I just watched the movie last week, I know. Kenny was more of a side character. He didn't try to do anything to try to get the ball back for Smalls. He just was just one of them. He was really a very, very, like, side character. Even though he was one of the main 9 boys, he was one of a side character within the 9 boys. And I do think that 3 or 4 of them were the bigger characters in the movie, but he was one of the side characters. I mean, guys, they were cute. I was 11 when I discovered it. So what's it, a crush on all of them? So, but we're gonna help as well. And some of the ones I liked as a kid, we will discuss. And you guys know that as an adult, I'm even a big fan of one of them as an adult. But we will get to him when we get to him. You guys kind of already gave it away, but we'll hear it. But yeah, so he was the one who coached. Kenny was one who coached his son's basketball team called the Heaters or something. I don't remember, guys. Okay. So 2, I have to put, guys, I keep getting Tommy and Timmy mixed up. The names are very similar. So I had to put older to younger next to it. So Tommy, yeah, he was okay. I mean, he was a little boy. I said I was a little girl all the time too, so yeah, he was more of a background character. He had a little brother that was just like mimic him. So he was really a background character. But they were all part of Smalls' like friend group and Benny's friend group. But yeah, he was, like I said, the brothers period were just background characters. I felt like, I really think that, like, if they didn't have them in there, the story basically would have been the same. Like, they added nothing to the story, but that's okay. 3, Bertram. Bertram added a little bit. I will say Bertram did a little bit more than the he was cute still. I think his actor is still kind of good looking. His actor actually looks like today reminds me of a boy I went to school with, so it's a little weird. But yeah, he's really cute. I remember Googling him as a kid. Guys, I love Google celebrities. That's just my thing. Bertram's cute. Bertram was also the one who decided that they could do chewing tobacco and was like, yeah, like, that to me is a bad friend. That to me is a bad friend. He was a bad guy. He was trying to influence the rest of them to do something else on YouTube. Like, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know, I think it's just kind of funny. Guys, like I said, though, none of us need friends like Bertram. They're gonna try. I don't think they called him Bertram. They called him something else in the movie. I don't remember that quick, guys. Remember, like I said, this video is from tween me's perspective, but adult me doesn't remember the characters' nicknames and remember all the characters' first names. I don't remember what they called Kenny. I don't remember what they called Tommy. Bertram, I don't remember what they called him either. 4. Squints' first name is actually supposed to be Michael. I think it's Mike. Yeah, his first name's Mike. Supposed to be in the story. His name was Michael. Yeah. Mike and Michael were the same thing, but whatever. I'm arguing myself over it. He actually had a big role to play in the story, but he was cute. He had a big role, and the actor's still cute today, guys. I looked him up, and I was like, goodness, teen me, that cute still. I'm gonna be ladylike on here, I promise. But anyway, so anyway, Squints had the goals group. I respect Squints for his like maturity. Like, he wanted to go kiss the lifeguard. Like, don't respect him for his actually go through without her permission. Like, I was under the impression as a kid that Wendy was an adult, like 20, 25. I was under that impression when I was a kid that she was really old. Watching the movie as an adult, because this video is meant to be in tween me, like 11-year-old me's perspective. I don't think she was that much older than the boys. I don't think she was that much older than the boys. The boys were supposed to be 12, 11, 12, maybe 13. I think Benny was supposed to be 13, supposedly. She was maybe 16. I don't think she was even that, like 15. I would say 15. I would say 16, 15. I think 17 she was supposed to be. So I don't think she was. That is a big difference from 11, but I don't think she was as much older as I thought she was. Still, Squints, at least, tried to get a girlfriend. And he ends up, spoiler, he ends up marrying her in the end. They reveal they end up having 9 children. Now, as of the Sandlot 3, they have 4 children. And they did bring Squints' actor back to play his part. It was the same actor. I looked it up. It's so cool. To play Squints as an adult, where they show Squints and Benny talking, which is not the same actor that played Benny, but we'll get into that later. 5. Timmy. Now, this is the one I think is. He actually is quite good looking as an adult. The one who, I don't know, one of the brothers is actually kind of cute as an adult, but yeah, because they called him Rerun. I think they call him. I don't remember, guys. This is video thing, guys. I had to look it up real quick. Yeah, they're cute. They're blonde, so that's something that the brothers had in their favor for young me to like. As I like blonde boys. If you guys are new here, I like blondes and redheads are my favorite. But there's just something about Marty York. But anyway, okay. I like redheads. I like blondes. So this was the movie for teen me. All these cute boys, and I was like, ooh, my tongue hanging out, ooh, my tongue hanging out, because it's a movie about cute boys, and I was a little girl who liked boys. So this movie was perfect for me as a kid because I liked boys. 8. Skipped a couple. 6. Ham. Now, Ham is my ideal man. If you guys are TMI-ish, and when I'm watching, even at that age group, like, that was my ideal boy. I never realized that Ham was a redhead. I never realized Ham's a redhead. I just printed this out. I was watching an interview of Marty York, the actor who played Yeah. He just came out with, like, with a redhead. I think it was him who said it. I'm pretty sure. Red. Yeah, he said, a redhead boy, and I was like, what? There's no redheaded boy in this Sandlot. What is he? There's Ham's a redhead. Sorry, guys. I'm If you guys are new here, I'm actually making a bunch of videos because I'm actually sick at the moment. So by the time you guys are watching this, I could be heavily into a cold. Anyway, guys. So Ham is my ideal type. I think everybody says he's heavy set. I didn't think Ham was heavy set. I don't think Ham's heavy set. He's not like he's not skinny, but he's not heavy set. I don't think. I don't know why people think that Ham's heavy set, but I don't think it's red hair and the freckles. Oh boy, guys, that's my actual ideal. That's my ideal partner. I like to have red hair, freckles, and I like them a little heavy, but heavier than Ham actor nowadays. But it's okay. That's just my cup of tea. That's just how I like my men, and no one's gonna tell me it's wrong. 7. Yeah. Why did I put Yeah so low on the list when, like, of all the actors, Yeah is like my favorite, by the way. If you guys are, well, they're not actors, but if you guys are here, yeah, Marty York is my favorite as a Sandlot, guys, because he's still out in public, he's still doing things. He's funny. he did something pretty funny a couple days ago that other people were like, oh my goodness, and I'm there laughing. I was like laughing because I thought it was funny, but anyway, so yeah, was pretty cute. He is, because Ham's also a guy that was coined for you're unaliving me, Smalls. I think a lot of them say you're unaliving me, Smalls. A lot of them say that, but anyway, So, but Ham didn't try to go over and get that ball. But you know who did? Yeah, actually attempted to. If you guys watched the movie, I switched between calling him Yeah or Marty. So it's just sometimes I call him Marty. That's just because that's the actor's name. When I go to lift Yeah up and then put him over to the fence to get, he actually has a plate on his chest, I guess, so they could lift him. And the actor said that he did all his own stunts. Like back then, he did all his own stunts. It actually has something like padding one from some other sport, or something he played. I don't know. Look it up if you want to hear it. Marty York explains it better than me. And those ropes, they actually have wires, I heard, in them. Something like that, Marty said. It's what just call him Marty, and pull him up on those things. And it's funny to think of until Marty York trying to do that, because it'd be hecka hard to lift him up over. I mean, he's like big muscle man. It'd be hard to lift him up over a gate. But Yaya's actor said he kept hitting his head on the treehouse when they went to lift him up. So if you guys notice, and I noticed last time I watched this movie that he actually does lift his head up like this or something to prevent his head from getting hit. It's because Marty York kept hitting his head, lifting him over. And guys, that was really dangerous. Because think of it, like that could have been a really dangerous stunt if something would have occurred. I mean, it was an actual fence too, and they're lifting a young. He said he was 12, a young 12-year-old boy. I thought he was 11, but the actor said he was 12. Lifting a 12-year-old boy up over there. I would not want my child being lifted up over that if I was a mom. I'm just saying that right now. But at least, at least cared enough to. His real name was Alan, by the way, in the story, but I always call him Marty because, like I said, that's the actor's name. Anyway, but at least cared enough to try to go over and get the ball for Smalls. I mean, at least he gave a crap. Like, only 2 members of the group tried to get, even Smalls attempted to and they wouldn't let him. At least I tried to, and Squints is telling him all this silly story about this mean old man with a dog. Like, come on, dude. Okay, are you debated on putting Smalls or Benny next? I kind of put Benny, and then I put Smalls. I put Smalls, I put Benny for 8. But overall, I put Benny for 8. Benny's like the hero of the story. He's the one who climbs over and gets the ball, and then gets chased by the dog, which is the famous part everybody knows in the movie where it shows. I'm gonna say his name wrong. I'm gonna try to say it right. Mike Vitar gets like chased by this dog, and I'm just like, okay, as an adult, I'm like, okay, like, sorry guys, this is my own personal hand expression. I'm like, what would that happen? Like, he knocked over a fence. How would a dog be able to jump over at Benny and chase him? I don't know. It's funny when you're 11. Like, oh my goodness, he's so handsome, and the dog is chasing him, and all that. And it's just funny though, because well, at least Benny cared enough about Smalls. Like, Benny was from the start. Benny is a great friend, and let me just explain this. Benny is not Mike, and Mike is not Benny. So that's why I was debating on making this video. Mike and Benny are not the same person. Mike Vitar is the actor. Benny is the character. They're not the same person. So I will defend Benny to my last, like, I was a young girl who loved Benny. I will defend him, but I will not defend. We won't even get into Mike Vitar because, yeah. But anyway, yeah, it was cool to see the fact that he was such a good friend and he was willing to go over and get that for Smalls. Which is how his friends call him Smalls, and that's his last name. I mean, 9 guys, at least the last human on this list, because I forgot there's one cutie on the list that outshines them all in the movie, but that's Dalton's opinion. Okay, guys, 9 is Smalls. Oh gosh, guys, that's tough for Smalls. Actually, guys, I have t-shirts that say "Unalive Be Me Smalls" and the picture of Patrick on it. Ham. As soon as he became a wrestler, I used to get Ham and his backstory is confused and they got older. But anyway, so he becomes a sports announcer. Benny becomes a professional baseball, and they get to hang out with Mr. Myrtle at the end, which is so cool. Hanging out with Mr. Myrtle. I actually have a neighbor in my old neighborhood that she's like kind of like the female version of Mrs. Myrtle, like Mrs. Myrtle sort of, but like there's no dog. I'm the one with the dog. But yeah, point, guys. I'm an animal lover, so. To me, seeing the dog get hurt under the fence and seeing that Smalls was the one who wanted to go over and pick the dog up was heartwarming, because I'm a doggy lover. If you guys don't know, I love 2 dogs at the moment, and maybe one will join them. Anyway, guys, yes, this was fun. Go down memory lane. Yes, and then Benny went to help Smalls lift the gate. Remember, guys, I stuttered even back at 11. I stuttered then, I stutter now. It's alright, guys. But anyway, guys, this video is much too long, and I'm starting to have hold up in my phone, so I will be letting this video go at this point. Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe. Remember, guys, the actors are not the characters are not the actors. There's a reason why I'm saying that. I'm dropping my phone. Okay, guys, bye-bye.